Ladies, if you want a boy to fall for you 10 times harder, just listen up. Ask more questions instead of giving information. What I mean by this is show interest in his life. Get to know him for him. If you show this genuine interest in wanting to know everything about him, it'll mean a lot, and he will notice. Because normally when you're getting to know someone, you just tell them about yourself. But ask him about his life. Bad boy will love you. Also, give him compliments. I know so many girls that are like scared to compliment guys because they're scared it'll come off like weird. And as long as your compliment is like semi-normal, not like, oh, I like your shoelaces. Like, just don't do that and you'll be fine. But he will remember that compliment. Just saying. Okay, where should we go? Ooh, we could do a Target run. Ooh, yeah. It's just that we've been to Target like 3 times this week and my bank account can't physically survive another trip. So Starbucks. We got Starbucks 5 minutes ago. Well, idea. We can just wait till 10 p.m. and then go to half apps. That's pretty good. If a girl does this, you mean the world to her. And do not break her heart because I will break you. I don't care what your opinion on baby voices is. If a girl ever uses a baby voice around you, that girl is so freaking comfortable with you. And you should cherish that. If she ever talks about the future, anything with the future, do not break that girl's heart, okay? She has been thinking this through. And she's in it for the long run. If she asks you to meet her family, oh my goodness. That's a big one. Don't hurt her, please. Things you should never say to guys, basically because I wanted to prove this person wrong. So let's do it. Height is something they cannot control and is something that they actually get picked on a lot for, so never make fun of a guy for his height. It's like a thing in our society that you have to be like 9 feet tall for someone to be attracted to you, and that is just not true. Number 2, never attack the guy friends. Never try to tell him to spend less time with his friends. You will not win. Boys have been there since the beginning of time. We don't compete. And number 3, never sarcastically be like, oh, go talk to your other girls. It actually hurts their feelings because they don't have other girls that they would like to converse with. Okay, I don't know why, but this is one of the biggest signs that you are best friends with somebody. And no, it's not the basic. You're always there for each other. This one is weirdly specific, but it's always true if you're very close with somebody. Real best friends actually have like no pictures with each other on their social media. Am I wrong? You just literally hang out with them so much that you just forget to look nice or take pictures. It's just never in the agenda. How to actually tell somebody that you like them. I don't really tell them, but I do have a strategy that I will now share. You're gonna start off with Snap. You're gonna snap them, get to know them, blah, 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 until you get to the level where you can FaceTime. FaceTime creates relationships. I swear. Maybe just say like, I'm bored doing homework. I don't know, make up an excuse to FaceTime. You guys can kind of FaceTime often until he starts thinking, wow, no normal friend girl would talk to me this often. Once you get to know them and start to feel comfortable, start hinting at things like you might want to do with them. Before you know it, you're technically on a date. You kind of locked them in without them even realizing it. At this point, you don't even have to tell them that you like them. It's just kind of out there. And if the vibes are right, you know, see what happens. Things that make absolutely no sense about having a really close best friend. Y'all can literally sit in a room and do nothing. But if you're doing nothing together, it's just more entertaining. You guys can give each other the look. And without saying much more, the other person knows exactly what you're thinking. You guys have been friends for so long that random words just have weird meanings because they're part of an inside joke. Today we're going to be testing if those galaxy lights that you see on TikTok are actually worth the hype. I got one so we could try it out together. I just found out that this one also functions as a speaker.
Connection.
Okay, I just plugged it in. We're going to see how it works. It came with a remote and I don't know what color to do. Whoa. Okay, this makes all your music hit different. So it is worth the hype. I could probably sit on my carpet for hours with that thing on listening to my sad playlist. So I recommend. This is why the talking phase is stupid and you should avoid it at all costs. You both like each other, right? But there's no rules. The reason why this can turn into such a shit show is because literally there's so much confusion. You don't really know who you're allowed to talk to. You don't know who the other person's talking to. Avoid it. This is why you should stay single in high school and even maybe college. There's nothing wrong with dating at these ages, but I'm gonna tell you why if you haven't had a boyfriend yet, it's okay. Here's the thing, ladies. Most boys don't even emotionally mature until they're like 25. Sometimes you'll get gems that are just beautiful, kings. They turn into men early, okay? A lot of guys just don't mature. And so if you're wondering why you're not finding your Prince Charming, maybe it's because he is still a boy. There is no rush. Hey, what was your first impression of me? My first impression? Like, what did you think about me when we first met? Oh, I didn't like you. No, yeah, I hated you. I thought you were gonna be the worst. I thought the same thing about you. Like, I didn't think we'd be friends at all. Yeah, I thought there was no way we were gonna be friends. Things that guys do when they obviously like you. Some guys can be really discreet about it, but there's some obvious signs. Number one, they act like children, whether it's nudging you, adding slight minor ways to bother you. That man cannot help himself. He thinks it's playful and fun. Number two, they will get nervous when they ask for your Snapchat or your phone number or any socials. You can just tell. Maybe they trip over the words or not. They just have a nervous vibe. It's a really big sign. Things you don't actually need in college. I'm gonna be a senior, learn from me, and please don't bring these things. Number one is a heater. You don't need it. The dorms are so hot and it's just a waste of space. Random t-shirts, high school t-shirts, you're in college now, you're not gonna wear them. Plus you're gonna get a ton of college shirts while you're there, so don't worry about bed shirts. A ton of utensils. You need like maybe a few utensils if you want to eat in your dorm, but for the most part you're gonna be eating at the dining hall. Too many shoes. You need a walking pair, a weatherproof pair, a fancy pair, and the ones you don't mind getting really dirty. But that's about it. Maybe gym shoes. Ironing board. Such a waste of space. A printer. Your campus will definitely have that. Too many towels. You just don't need that many. And lastly, isn't something you bring to college, but something you shouldn't get in college. If you do, I'll be disappointed. Textbooks. I can make a whole video about that. How to hit different on Snap? Girls edition. Girls, I got you guys. Let me know if I'm wrong. This is a fun one. One of my ideas of how to hit different on Snap. Ladies, it's always mirror pics. Mirror pics are so much fun. You can add little poses in there. But here's what you're gonna do. Put on your baggiest sweats. Trust me. Trust me on this one. Because the main event is gonna be the hair. Put your hair in like a half up, half down. I'm really pulling inspiration for myself right now. And then just pull out like little pieces and pose in your sweats. Looking cute and comfy. All that different. Here's a little update on the TikTok ban. You know what? I don't want to say goodbye. So we're gonna make a plan. I saw a video on my For You page saying that TikTok could be banned literally by July 10th, which is tomorrow. And I don't want to lose you guys. I've been getting so many comments that you guys are gonna miss me and that my advice helps you. That I was like your big sister. So if it does get banned, I'm gonna continue to post more content on Instagram and YouTube. You guys are my actual family. And I know I'm like your big sister. So don't leave. And if it does get banned by tomorrow, I'll still be here. And now we have a plan.
You know, when you ask people what they look for in a friend, most people are like, loyalty or like someone who gets me. And that's great. But for me, it's the debrief. I'm such a debriefer, like after you go out or hang out with new people or go on a date. If you can't sit there and dissect the night with me for like a good 2-3 hours, we cannot be good friends. That is a true friend. Someone who will sit there and just dissect everything that happened with you. I think the debrief is more fun than the actual event. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the same thing like a good 4 or 5 times because we have to deeply analyze things. I swear, those are the best types of friends.
I already know where I belong, so let's see if Instagram can get it. Mountain or sea? We're gonna go sea. Stay in or go out? Go out. Family or friends? Of course, family. Love or career? Career. Sorry, I gotta get that coin. Country or city? Ooh, this is hard because sometimes I'm a hick, but I'm gonna go with city because it's more exciting. Day or night? Also a hard one. Your girl is both, but I'm gonna go with day because I love a good cafe during the day. Sweet or spicy? This is so hard. I'm half Indian. I'm gonna go sweet because I love sweet coffee. Movies or TV series? I don't have a long attention span, to be honest. Fame or wealth? Wealth. Singing or dancing? Singing. I wish I was better at it though. Let's see. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Instagram knows what's up. Boys suck. I hope I got your attention. Not all boys suck. Sometimes they just think differently than we do. Welcome to Understanding Boys Part 1. Have you ever been with your boyfriend or the guy you're talking to just hanging out and you feel like they're not as excited to see you as you are to see them? This is because they think differently than we do. Us girls will plan stuff with our guys and feel really excited about it and like hype it up in our heads. Whereas boys are more like, oh, I'm seeing her, I want to see her, but I see her all the time. It doesn't mean as much in their heads. Whereas girls like value that time so much and get so excited about it. You guys are just thinking differently. He still likes to spend time with you, but he knows that he's gonna see you all the time. Whereas girls are like, oh my god, this is my chance, like, to hang out with him.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot, told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get laid.
Weird things guys do that actually mean they like you. Okay, ladies, pay attention. If he starts ghosting you just for like a day, he might be baiting you. He might be trying to see if you're gonna talk to him first. Because this world shouldn't be all guys make the first move. Guys text first. They want to see if you will step up and message them, snap them, call them, whatever it is. So sometimes, even though he likes you, he will purposefully not talk to you. I'm gonna be doing a series on how to turn your dorm room from this into something more like this. I'm gonna tell you all the stuff that people don't tell you. And I'm gonna make it a series because decorating your dorm room will be an art. So in a lot of these Pinteresty college dorm pictures, the beds are like lifted up. And if you want this kind of effect, get yourself some bed risers. Bed risers lift your bed up and they create more storage underneath. Very helpful. Another tip is to invest in organizers. Probably like the most boring thing you can spend your money on. But if you have stuff laying out everywhere, your dorm room won't have that clean aesthetic look. So invest in organizers. You're gonna need more than you think. Organize everything. You can even buy mini organizers for drawers that all your stuff's just not like thrown in there. Move the furniture they give you. You're allowed to rearrange it in your room however you like. Like your room might come like this, but that's a pretty terrible layout. I mean, the desk's at the window and like there's not a lot of space. Like if you turn your desk to face your bed or away from your bed, then your room's gonna seem a lot more spacious. It is all about the layout, trust me. Stay tuned for part 2.
Are you ever gonna date someone who's under 30?
Are you ever gonna date someone that doesn't look like your ex?
Are you gonna ever date someone who's not in diapers?
Oh, are yours just learning multiplication or what? Are they still in school?
Are you ever gonna date someone who treats you like a basic human?
Oh.
What?
What your emoji choice says about you, part 2. If you use these two emojis together, you are going through something. But at the same time, you're like, I'm good, even though you might break down soon. If you use either of these two emojis, you're probably really cute and sweet because I use these two emojis and I'm cute and sweet. If you use this emoji, girl, stop going back to him. If you use either of these two emojis, you're probably the chill one in your friend group and I feel like you say bruh a lot. Like for part 3. Okay, I just thought of something. Ladies, you can't tell me that you take a guy seriously after you've seen them do this. And it's not in a bad way, because it's kind of cute, but you just never look at them the same. You ever be on FaceTime with a guy, and he's talking, right? But you see something moving in the background, and you realize he's like waving his feet. So I just heard this statistic. I don't know who made it up. I don't have the sources, but apparently, the guy you end up with is supposed to be the male version of your best friend. And if we unpack that, there's a few things I'm not okay with. My best friend gives me a lot of sass, okay? And if I got that from my boyfriend, I think I'd cry a lot. This just can't be true.